Hurley and Colleen, what are we looking at as we go through the night?
Really just some light showers moving through. You can see some droplets on the lens here in Berwick. This is a live look at one of the towns impacted by the showers already. And we're going to see them continuing to push east here as we go through the evening. They're already moving into Cumberland County, Sebago Lake area, seeing some raindrops now. That rain picking up in Sanford and Limerick, Freiburg in on the showers. And there's a few isolated showers up north as well. Rumford getting in on one right now. So as we go through the night, we're going to be dealing with scattered showers, some patchy fog, but still fairly warm temperatures. Our lows only around 60 degrees overnight tonight. Now tomorrow is going to be a bit of a split day. It starts off a little gloomy with some fog and some showers during the first half of the day, but I do expect clearing, especially for inland areas tomorrow afternoon. So the day should end a lot brighter than it starts. And we're talking about a hotter, more humid day tomorrow, getting up to about 75 in Leeds, Lewiston, Auburn as well, close to 80, excuse me, in Freiburg tomorrow afternoon, mid 70s in Rangeley, low 70s in Portland, and with the humidity, it'll feel even warmer. Our dew point temperatures, sort of how we measure how sticky the air feels, now crossing the threshold from the 50s to the low 60s. So the air you can wear will really be kicking in for us here for tomorrow. Very muggy for your Wednesday and Thursday, staying a little bit humid as we start the summer season and stay into the weekend. And with the heat and humidity, we've got a risk for severe thunderstorms late in the day on Thursday. We'll talk more about that, time it out for you, and look at the potential for a heat wave that's coming up in just a bit. Kathleen, John.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Showers moving through this evening that will continue into the night tonight. Tomorrow starting gloomier than it ends. We got to talk about the threat for severe thunderstorms on Thursday and the building heat and humidity. Your 8-day forecast next. With showers tomorrow, we're going to start the day with showers. So you can see them here on the radar moving through western Maine. Rain falling across Sebago Lake right now, pushing into gray. We've got steady rain on the north side of Sanford, parts of Parsonsfield and Leamington. A couple of isolated showers up north as well. So most places getting in on the scattered showers this evening, and those will continue overnight tonight. Our temperatures don't drop off too much. Our lows only around 60 degrees, so warm and muggy, and we're likely to see some fog develop tonight again. But tomorrow is going to be a hotter day, more humid unfortunately as well. 75 in Casco and New Gloucester tomorrow, almost 80 in Freiburg, 77 in Sanford, but it will be feeling like the low 80s with that humidity. And we're talking about a kind of a gloomy morning tomorrow morning. You'll see that here on the storm tracker, scattered showers during the first half of the day, but I do expect in the afternoon, especially for inland areas, some gradual clearing, the sun coming out and really cooking with that heat and humidity late in the day tomorrow. We could have an isolated thunderstorm in the mountains tomorrow evening, but we're more concerned about the thunderstorms that we're expecting on Thursday, Juneteenth, of course, and that's going to be a hot and humid day as well. Mild morning around 70, 80s in the afternoon, and that threat for a severe thunderstorm comes for Thursday evening. So once we get through those couple of bumps in the road, it's smooth sailing. I think we're going to manage a dry Saturday finally. We got sunshine and 70s, and look at the 90s next week. Heat and humidity cranking up even more by the time we get into next week. So Thursday here, as we get into Thursday afternoon, we'll have some sunshine breaking out, but that'll help to fuel the thunderstorms coming in. And we could have severe thunderstorms here Thursday evening. So we're talking about maybe some damaging winds, some hail, torrential rain, thunder and lightning. We'll be tracking those again Thursday evening through the evening and into the early overnight hours. But once that cold front moves through, it'll leave us with kind of a breezy day on Friday, but a quiet end to the week. Here's your severe storm threat. That's going to be highest across western New Hampshire, but all of Maine at risk for a severe thunderstorm, a damaging storm. So we'll keep a close eye on those Thursday evening. After that, it's smooth sailing. We can kick back and enjoy the heat and humidity. Summer solstice on Friday, and then inland areas looking at 80s this weekend. Maybe an isolated shower on Sunday, but I think Saturday we're going to break the streak finally with some nice weather there. 90s expected next week. We could be looking at a heat wave. Technically, to achieve a heat wave, Kathleen and John, we have to have 3 days in a row of 90 or above.
Okay, so we'll be keeping an eye out for that. Colleen, thank you so much. Let's turn now to your forecast. And Colleen, we've seen those showers moving through all night.
Yeah, foggy and soggy out there tonight. Rather warm. Our temperatures around 60 degrees will hold there through the night tonight, but we are seeing some light rain mostly here. A couple of more steady showers up along Route 2, but you can see that we got light rain falling parts of the Lewiston area right now down across Sebago Lake, and we are seeing just those light sprinkles. Berwick's dealing with that, a lot of drops on the lens. But as we go through the night tonight, we're going to go into kind of a lull with the showers while we We focus on the fog, and then another round will come in for tomorrow morning. Fog is really starting to develop quickly now. Visibility down to 3 miles at the Portland Jetport, starting to reduce a little bit in Lewiston, Auburn. Freiburg visibility down to 2.5 miles. So expect that patchy fog possible everywhere later tonight and into tomorrow morning. We are talking about kind of a soggy morning tomorrow morning, but the day should end brighter than it begins. Fog and a couple of showers during the first half of the day, but then at least away from the coastline, we should have some brighter skies. Not going to be totally clearing out, but enough sunshine that we're looking at a hotter day tomorrow, more humid as well. 77 tomorrow in Buxton, low 70s in Portland, but close to 80 Freiburg, Burley, New Hampshire. And with the humidity, it's going to feel even warmer than that. Our dew point temperatures, that's how we kind of know how sticky that the air feels. We look at this instead of relative humidity. It's a better gauge. Our dew point temperatures in western Maine have crossed the threshold into the low 60s, and that's when you really start to notice it. We'll have that air you can wear tomorrow and Thursday. Humidity does stay with us for Friday and into the weekend, our first couple of days of summer. Just slight improvements there. We're actually expecting the heat and humidity to ramp up even more next week, but we've got to talk about severe storms Thursday before we get there. We'll do that coming up in just a bit. Kathleen, John. Tracking around to showers right now. Some fog developing tonight. Another round of showers will impact parts of Maine tomorrow morning. We've got to talk about severe thunderstorms and a big warm up ahead. Your 8-day forecast is next. On Friday, but yeah, we got a couple of bumps in the road, and then it's all about the heat. Tracking the showers right now, you can see most of them fairly light. We've got showers impacting Cumberland, Yarmouth, Lewiston area, with a few sprinkles here and there up into Augusta as well. Steadier rain can be found in Pittsfield right now. That heading over towards Corinth, over Foxcroft. It's winding down right now, and after this first round of showers, it's really just going to be about the fog here through the better part of the night. Another round of showers though moving through for tomorrow morning, impacting just southern Maine. And then we should get some brighter skies away from the coast tomorrow afternoon. That should allow us to get up to 75 in Parsonsfield, 77 in Berwick and Sanford, close to 80 in Freiburg. We got mid 70s in Rangeley tomorrow. We will feel the humidity creeping up tomorrow, even more than we had it today. So that will make it feel even hotter. And we continue with that trend as we get into Thursday. We're talking about 80s, even higher humidity, and then those strong thunderstorms possible by Thursday evening. After that, we can kick back and relax for a while. A blustery day Friday for the solstice, but I think we're going to manage a nice Saturday with 70s, sunshine, 80s away from the coast, and then we really get into the heat next week. So if you think the next couple of days are hot, wait for 80s and low 90s next week, and we're going to really have the humidity making it feel even hotter. So tomorrow is going to start off a little bit gloomy. I think it'll end better than it starts out, but you can see scattered showers moving through, mainly just impacting southern Maine, especially the coastline tomorrow during the first half of the day. Then I'm expecting some clearing, at least some breaks in the clouds tomorrow afternoon away from the coastline, and in the evening we could have an isolated shower near the international border. But the thing that we're going to pay closer attention to is Thursday, with severe thunderstorms impacting the evening, and we have the highest risk for gusty winds, so damaging winds out of these thunderstorms, maybe some hail up to golf ball size, and flash flooding is a risk as well. These are going to be very efficient rainmakers, so torrential downpours with those severe thunderstorms Thursday evening. Then it's blustery at the end of the week, but we do get to relax a little bit. We can stand down, but we got to stay weather aware for these storms Thursday evening. The highest risk for severe storms, a 2 out of 5, will be in western New Hampshire, but all of Maine at risk as well, a 1 out of 5 for severe storms, which means they'll be pretty isolated, but they could pack a punch. And again, we're expecting those to start developing late afternoon here on Thursday. You can see in the evening, storm tracker picking up on those torrential downpours and the stronger storms as a cold front comes through. It doesn't cool us off much, but does leave us windy for Friday, the summer solstice, longest day of the year. We're talking about 80s and sunshine for inland areas on Saturday, and then the heat really cranks up next week. An almost heat wave expected, because we need 3 days in a row of 90 or above to call it a heat wave technically. Kathleen.
Okay, good to know.
Looking at the Portland Jetport right now, visibility starting to wane a little bit. It's about 3 miles right now. You can still see the runway. We're in good shape, but you can kind of tell here that the cloud deck is quite low. That's going to lower here through the night, and fog is just a cloud sitting on the ground. So expecting that fog across the area here later on tonight. Already seeing reductions in visibility in Freiburg, Lewiston, Auburn, Portsmouth, and Sanford as well. So foggy and kind of soggy overnight tonight. We are expecting that fog to linger into tomorrow morning, and the afternoon, of course, it moves away away, although along the immediate coastline, especially the mid-coast, could be dealing with the fog even into tomorrow afternoon. Becomes widespread again tomorrow night into Thursday morning. Just get used to this. Foggy mornings here going forward, coming along with this heat and humidity. Luckily, our pollen levels are nice and low for the next couple of days. They'll start to creep back up starting Friday when we've got the dry, breezy conditions. I wish that our humidity would be low as well, but it's going to be very soupy out there over the next couple of days, and it lingers with us through the weekend.